Well, hey folks, this is Shane. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Sunday morning, late April 2022. Gonna run some errands, but before, I want to get a little hike in. And got the 705 pack with, so let's do a little QRP. Parks on the Air from the Ice Age Trail. The Ice Age Trail is a long trail in Wisconsin. It starts, or it depends on which end you start from, but the western terminus is just a mile or two down the trail from here in Interstate Park, just outside of St. Croix Falls on the St. Croix River. Then the trail wanders across the state, following closely to the boundaries of where the last glacier ended. And it works its way down to its eastern terminus, which the exact location escapes me, but I'll put like something down there. It's a pretty interesting trail because following where the glacier ended, you get some interesting terrain up here, some holes, exposed rocks, potholes, that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a cool thing. And we'll get up on top of this ridge over yonder. There's a nice little Leopold bench. And I think I'll set up camp there and see if we can activate this trail. One interesting thing on this trail is this guy. Not 100% sure what it's supposed to be. I think it might be a stock tank. There's a lot of springs and stuff in this area, so this may have been fed by a spring because they got the notch here. Possible overflow, but not exactly a inducive environment for cattle, but who knows? Or maybe they're, I just don't know. Somebody put a lot of work into pouring a cement. You can see the reinforcements and everything in it. Didn't get out here by itself. Wonder what it's for. If you got any ideas, drop them in the comments. Might be able to see that structure I was talking about. It's right down there. And here, you can see where this seepage is. Looks like there's a bit of a dam created. Don't know if that fed that or what, but makes sense maybe. I don't know. As you can see, the trail continues down that way. That's the direction it came from. You look over here, there's the St. Croix River down below me. Kind of a nice view. I'll probably take my 10-meter spider beams and I'll prop it up against that scrub oak. If I got enough coax to reach that far, I think I do. Or else I'll just lean it up against this cedar. I'd rather have it away from the trail for in case anybody comes by, but we'll make it work. At any rate, that'll be the QTH for today's activation. So let me get the stuff set up.
Alpha 3, November, Quebec, over. Roger, roger, roger. Thank you for the contact.
Park to Park, Kilo Delta 9, November, Juliet. And that, my friends, is when the batteries went dead on the old GoPro. I think I know by now to put fresh batteries in before I go out, but here we are. At any rate, it was a pretty good, quick activation. The wind picked up. It was a little on the chilly side, so I worked my way through one pile up, and when there was a break, I called QRT and called it good. So in about a half hour, I made 12 contacts, which isn't too bad. Mostly up and down the East Coast. New York, New Jersey, Florida, Carolinas, Virginia, and then I did get one out to Washington State, so I was going in the other direction as well. I did my typical hunt a few parks, so I got 2 park calls out right away, and then the rest of them were from me calling CQ. I used a 705 at 10 watts. The built-in battery was getting low, so I plugged in a new external battery that I messed around with. I'll go over a little bit more detail on that battery when I finish this up out at the park with my cell phone after I realized that the battery was dead in my GoPro, so yay for that. Overall, it was a good time, as always. Can't go wrong with hiking out and doing a little POTA. It was quite windy out, and I found that using the speaker mic on the 705, so typically I just unplug that jack and just use the mic on the speaker mic and use the speaker on the radio itself. But with the wind and everything in my half-deaf ears, it was very nice to have the speaker and the speaker mic going so I could just pull it right in. That was pretty cool, so yay for that. Other than that, I wish I could show you some more footage, but it was pretty typical. The band, I was at 20 meters. It was quite noisy, as you may have noticed on the beginning there before all things went dead with the GoPro. So we'll go back and wrap this up. Did my logging on my tablet using the Hammers app. Worked fantastically. Had the Pactena infid half wave on 20 meters on the spider beam 10 meter pole. I just had to lean up against that cedar tree. One thing I tried out for the first time was this battery pack from Talent Cell. I kind of like it. It's a compact guy. I prefer my bio windows, but this does the job. It has a barrel connector for 12 volts, and then also I think a 3 amp USB. So that's about it. Thanks for checking out the video. Catch you on the next one.